Franklin Square is the location for part 3 of the 5-year anniversary of the Vale City article. Diagonal and on the north side of Market Street is 6th Street, right behind Independence Hall, is a beautiful, one of 4 beautiful squares here. Actually, there's more, but here in Philadelphia, as you can tell, this where it has the fountain is a wild show, as you can tell. Now, hopefully this year they'll get back to it. I know for Halloween and for Christmas, it did a really cool light show here. It was wild. Anyway, time to bring you up to 16, 17, and 18, which hopefully I'm not boring the hell out of you. Actually, 18 and 19. 18 saw another major step for the evolution for Vale City. I think it was 18. Where, thanks to 2 friends asking me if I wanted to cover up one of their book signings, I had a huge smile on my face. For the first time, I was myself, even for myself, in New York City. It was December, St. Patrick's Cathedral, Linda and Rocket Maniscalco. They have a great, fantastic, can't recall the name of the book, but Christmas recipe book. It's the word 7 fishes in it. And Italian Christmas Eve, I think. But anyway, I always wanted to go to New York, just never had a reason to. And I always was, I get lost and everything else. Well, in 18, Vale City evolved from the accomplishments it already achieved to, like I said, New York City. I still remember getting out of the vehicle and, I said, I'll help you set up anything you need. Work comes first. Did the article, we got the photos. I think it was Rocco looked at me, he goes, go, explore, have fun. And I'm thinking back on it, right? I'm helping them, they parked across the street, I'm helping them unload, cab coming down the street, right? I just walk out, act like I'm, anytime in the city, I always try to act like I'm a native, that I'm not a tourist. Rocco looked at the lady, he goes, there people belongs here. She said, why? He goes, you just walked out in front of a cab. Maybe not be funny to you, but I think the memories are hysterical. So yeah, and that was not my only visit to New York City. 19 came along, and Google Maps that points to New York City was totally useless to me anyway. But I had a chance to check out the city during the holidays, and the first place I fell in love with was Bryant Park behind the New York Public Library. And the tree there was like amazing. I saw the one at Rocket Farm, like this is it. I saw the one at I saw the one over at looking at the fountain. I saw one at Bryant Park. I'm like, this should be the official Christmas tree in New York City. But anyway, I fell in love with New York. Granted, I was only in Manhattan. I was actually, I think it was 19 was the first time I was in went across the bridge to Brooklyn, covered the first dance theater performance, Core Dance Contemporary. Please check them out up in New York City. Amazing group of dancers, just amazing organization, period. So 19 saw my getting out of Manhattan, crossing the Brooklyn Bridge, no offense against New Yorkers, long, boring, and foot traffic was 10 times worse than the vehicle traffic, especially if you're on a tight time frame. But so yeah, and I think it was 18 where I set a new record. Every time I do something like this, at some point I always try to top and always do. I think it was 18, I did an event in New York City. It covered something that used to be a flea market, Hell's Kitchen. Caught the Greyhound Express to Philadelphia, ended up walking through Dilworth Park, saw a fantastic art show, did an art exhibit there. Checked out a recording studio from Philadelphia, same day. Okay, took the train up to Norristown, back. Did a second article on feeding the homeless at Thomas Paine Plaza across from City Hall. Then, it was 18. Then I went up to the Museum of Art to volunteer for and cover the greatest event I have been to in my life. That is where I will end this and find out in the next section. living in life. That's where we're at. Never forget to do it. And by the way, I have to do a quick mention about the squares here in Philadelphia. Each one has its own unique and individual identity, no joke. All right, there are some things in common. I think each one has a fountain. There's certain things in common. But each square, each of the 4 squares here, Washington, Rittenhouse, Franklin, and Logan, have their own unique identity and their own reasons to stop by them. Check out each one. Here at Franklin, you have a carousel, of course the fountain, and, which I'm not sure if it is, but a miniature golf course, which I wish I had the time to check out to hit today. Unfortunately, I don't. In Franklin Square in the great city of Philadelphia, I'm home. And to me, that's any city, Philadelphia, New York, or anywhere. But I'm home. On the official 5-year anniversary of Surreal ValeCity online media in the city and the events going on today, where it started, Wawa Welcome America. Michael Phoenix.